friends. This is author Heather Still. If you are a member of the Haunted Holidays community, I hope you've been enjoying the newsletters from the mayor of Everbriar Bay. These newsletters are to welcome you into this small fictional town and introduce you to the different characters and the setting. And with each month, I hope to introduce you to more and more of this world. However, I'm realizing that as you're getting to know Everbriar Bay and the characters, you're not really getting to know me at all as an author. So I'm going to continue the letters from the mayor of Everbriar Bay once a month. And then about 2 weeks after that, you'll get one of these messages straight from the author. So what I'm writing now, I'm currently writing the third book in the series. It might be a Valentine's vow instead of Valentine's vendetta. I'm working on that right now. It's an enemies to lovers trope with a paranormal twist. And I've got all these great fun ideas, but I'm in a little bit of a block, a writer's block. So I'm hoping to hear from you. If you have any books you've read that have been really swoon worthy, that really stick with you days and weeks after you read them, I would love to hear about it. What has stayed with you? What do you love? What do you hope you're going to see in my books? Would love to hear from you on that. You can either reply to this email or you can respond to this YouTube post as well and interact with other readers. What I'm reading or watching right now, last night I discovered the new Netflix 8-episode series titled Finding Her Edge. It's wonderful. I'm already watching the 6th episode. And while I don't normally watch anything under the category of drama, there's an exception with sports drama. And so Finding Her Edge, it's a play on words, but she's a retired figure skater. And she's kind of like the suffering Cinderella, the middle child. She retired from figure skating for various reasons and is supporting her older and younger sister in their dreams of being world champions. And then there's this financial problem, and all of a sudden she's having she decides for herself to return to the rink. And it's so well done. It's probably more YA than not, except both the main character and her older sister are clearly not in high school. They're like in college, maybe beyond. Anyways, I think it's wonderful. I'm not an affiliate of Netflix whatsoever. They certainly don't need me to advertise for them. I'm just letting you know about it because I think it's an excellent series and I'd like for you to enjoy it as well. So if you have watched it and love it, or if you're going to check it out because I'm talking about it, I would love to hear from you. Please post in the YouTube post. Curses and Kisses. I'm going to enter my Curses and Kisses prequel novella right here into another online book fair, if you will. And I really need to hear from more readers about what you really liked about this story, what maybe you didn't like about that story, and what do you really want to see from my stories going forward. You can respond here on this YouTube post, or you can respond in the Google form attached, because I love Google Forms, and let me know what you think. Finally, Curious. As an independent author, I have the ability to put my books everywhere, which I will do. However, I'm playing around with this new site called Curious, where it's audiobooks and ebooks only, I believe, and you can buy directly from the author from here, and it's still growing, but I think it's a really cool way to support authors and for authors to get to know their readers better. Because if you buy on Amazon, I have no idea who buys on Amazon. I don't see that. However, if you buy through Curious, I will see it. And I think it's got a lot of promise. So I have put the pre-orders for both Ghosts and Roses and Making Spirits Right in Curious, as well as I've put my Curses and Kisses prequel free in Curious as well. I would love for you to try it out. There's other books that you can find there for good prices in all different genres. And you can buy the book and transfer it to your Kindle. It takes knowing which Kindle email address to use. If you're like me, I have about 10 different Kindle email addresses because that's how many ebooks, e-readers, Kindle readers, phones, because, iPads, I had on everything. So once you figure out which email addresses to use, it's pretty easy to send it to your Kindle after purchasing it. Anyways, I highly recommend you try out curious.com, find your favorite new authors there. And as I write this and speak this newsletter, I know a large part of the United States is bracing for a major storm. And So I'm going to leave you with some pictures from my last week in Hawaii for my first ever walking soccer tournament. Yes, walking soccer, it's a thing. It's awesome. I hope it's coming to a city near you soon.